Recording in progress.
Right, okay. Right, good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss supporting price, supporting price, or guaranteed price. Right, that is the we can say most advanced version of low price or minimum price. Right, and also Buddha, if government wants to make low price meaningful, government wants to make low price meaningful. Uh, Government has to go into a price supporting policy. Price supporting policy. Right. Okay. Uh, can you see the screen? I'm sorry. Kalana, did you complete this question 2021 8-mark question? I asked you to complete last class.
Yes, sir.
You complete. Yeah. You asked whether it's the correct or wrong, right? I get. Then Putta, I want to, before I move into supporting price, I want to explain these few points. I think we couldn't explain this point. Some of the adverse effects of the floor price are summarized below, or this is called economic inefficiency or economic consequences of floor price. As you think, Putta, is a floor price effective or not?
No, sir.
No. Why do you say no?
Because of floor price, supplier would get higher price, but consumers wouldn't be able to afford it, and therefore there would be an excess supply,
The
creating
market,
overproduction.
yeah, creating more inefficiencies in the market. Good. That is the main, negative economic consequence of imposing a minimum price or floor price, right? Uh, I've given you that point. There is an accumulation of excess supply. There is an accumulation of excess supply in the market that is called wastage of scarce resources. There is an accumulation of excess supply because quantity demand lesser than quantity supply. So finally, it would end up with an excess supply, right? It's a waste of scarce resources. In economics, both overproduction and underproduction are considered as, we can say, inefficiency in resource allocation. Both are not good, right? Okay. Waste of scarce resources. Then I want to explain what happens in the labor market. Right, listen me very carefully. This is something, you know, it's a flow part of flow price, but it does not belong to goods and service market. I'm going to talk about labor market, right? Okay. Right, this is goods and service market. Right, goods and service market. This is price, quantity, zero, demand curve, supply curve, and this is the equilibrium price and quantity, right? Assume lama equilibrium price P1, quantity is Q1. Then government believes that P1 price, existing equilibrium price, is not enough for producers right now, and they're not getting sufficient income, right? So in order to make sufficient income for producers, government decides a price which is above the prevailing equilibrium price, right? That is called floor price, right? Floor price, right? Assume P2. Then Buddha, if a price which is above the prevailing equilibrium price creates an excess supply in the market, because quantity supply increases while quantity demand decreases after the price flow, because consumers get discouraged and producers get excited, so they try to supply more. Then finally, Buddha, the market will end up with an excess supply, right? This is, let's say, Q2 and Q0. This is the distance of excess, the distance of excess supply. Kalana, how did we define a market in economy? Market, what is mean by a market?
A place where buyers and sellers
Sellers
exchange
meet
goods and
together. Yes, very good. Not goods and services. Yeah, buyers and sellers meet together. There are several types of markets, right? First one is goods and service market. Now we have discussed, how it works, and demand and supply, and determination of price and quantity. discuss everything. There are some other markets as well. I mean, several different types of market. Other main one is the labor market. What is mean by labor market? As you think, market is there, right? Labor market. Market is there. Market mean place where buyers and sellers meet together. Labor market, right? Buyers and sellers meet together for what? Alan, for what? Labor market.
For labor resources.
Yeah, to exchange labor. Simple way we can say puta labor demand. Demand for labors and supply of labors meet at one place, that is called labor market. Who is demanding labors? Who needs labors? Yes, who is demanding labors puta? Who need labors? Companies, firms. When producing goods and services, right? They need to hire labors puta. Then they are demanding labors. Who are the suppliers? Normal people, right? Example, I've been labor, right? Worker for more than 6 years now. Are you okay with that? Individuals, right? These are called labor suppliers. Then labor market mean this demand labor. I mean, people who are willing to supply labor, and the firms, right, that are willing to hire workers meet together at one place. That I mean, that place can be virtual or physical place. Anyway, this place is called labor market. Are you okay with that? Then there's another market called, let's say, Puta, foreign exchange market, forex market. What is mean by forex market? Forex mean foreign exchange. Market is there. Market mean buyers and sellers meet together. Yes, or it's any mechanism, well-established mechanism where buyers and sellers meet together. Forex. Then here buyers and sellers meet together for what? To exchange what?
Foreign
Foreign
currencies.
currencies. Okay, I'm not going to explain this scenario in detail because in grade 13 there's a big lesson for foreign exchange, right? Anyway, right. Then I'll give you another one, share market. What is mean by share market? Market is there. It's mean buyers and sellers meet together for what?
For exchanging shares.
Shares of companies. Yes, that is called share market, right? Then there are several types of markets: capital market, money market. Okay, the lamai treasury bill market, treasury bond market, right? There are so many markets. I'm not going to explain others. Understand the concept of market, right? Okay, here I want you to focus on labor market for a while. Labor market, right? Labor market. Labor market. Now, my labor market, when it comes to labor market, it has demand and supply forces. This is supply of labor. Here not the price lama. Here the price of labor is wage, right? So here wage, here quantity mean number of employees, number of workers. Are you okay with this? Then demand and supply, right? This is the supply of labor. This is demand for labors. Demand for labors. This is supply of labor. Right? Kalana, what is this? Demand and supply. Whose demand and supply forces meet at one place. What is it called? What is this?
Equilibrium price.
Yeah, equilibrium wage, right? When it comes to
Wage.
labor market, yeah, equilibrium price, but in the labor market, that price is called wage. Are you okay with that? This is called W1 or something, right? Wage one. This is employment, right? Assume 1,000 workers. Assume that this is the market for software engineers or something. It's very common now, right? Okay, let's say, yeah, software engineers or civil engineers, right? And then for that, this is the demand. The demand curve shows the, the number of workers that firms are willing to hire at different wage rates, right? You can see that low wage rate, they are willing to hire more workers, right? If workers expect more wages or high salaries, firms don't like to hire more workers, less, right? This is supply of workers. Are you okay with that? That shows the number of workers who are willing to work at different salary levels, level of wages, right? Anyway, this is the right at the that is called wage determination. Labor demand curve and supply curve intersect at one point. That is called labor market equilibrium, where equilibrium wage rate and quantity. Here, number of workers. Here it's mean to the 1,000 software engineers, right, are at the market, right? They are, the at work 1,000, right? Now, at this moment, Buddha, 1,000 workers are working in the market at work. That is called the labor market at this salary, right? Assume salary is, let's say, Buddha, 200,000. 200,000. Now, then government, very seriously pays its attention on labor market, then Buddha government believes 200,000 labor, or sorry, wage per month for one software engineer or whoever, right? Whatever profession, it's not enough to even survive in this market or in this economy, right? 200,000 is not the suitable salary for this profession, right? Then who has decided this 200,000?
Demand and supply
Demand and supply.
forces.
Then government believes the demand and supply forces are this market has been very naughty. Okay, it has been not able to give the proper salary for workers, right? So believing that, government imposes a wage rate, legal wage rate above the prevailing wage rate, right? Then government sets a minimum. This is called minimum wage. Okay, the lamai. Wage rate, legal wage rate or salary level above the prevailing equilibrium price. So that this is called minimum wage, national minimum wage. Okay, the lamai. Sorry, MW, national minimum wage, or we can say minimum wage, minimum wage, minimum wage. I think you have heard that that state sector workers have been given this minimum wage. I think salary is 1,750 now, right? The government believed that the salary which demand and supply forces had determined not enough. Then government, I think 2-3 years back, government sets a legal price, or sorry, legal wage rate for state workers, rural area. Pattern. Okay, the lamai. Minimum wage rate, right? That is called minimum wage rate, minimum wage rate or national minimum wage. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that, Kalan? Yes.
Okay, sir.
Right. Then, Buddha, what happens after the minimum wage? What happens in the labor market? Wage, labor demand, labor supply. What happens, Buddha? Now assume the minimum wage rate is 300,000, right? Minimum wage is 300,000. Then Buddha, here companies get discouraged, right? They are not willing to hire more workers because now this is a legal wage rate, right? Every company or every firm has to pay. They can't avoid paying this wage because government has legally set this price or wage. So they have to follow whether they like or not, right? So quantity, assume Putta, quantity is now they are willing to hire 700 workers, right? Demand is 700 workers, right? Demand, there's a demand for 700 software engineers, right? Market needs 700 software engineers. That's it. At 300,000 salary. But what happens to supply, Kalana? Labor supply
increases.
increases. Now, Buddha, software engineers get excited, right? They believe that, wow, okay, you're going to get higher salaries from companies. Now there's a, the government has put a legal wage on our profession. So they get excited, right? They get motivated. Then what happens finally, Buddha? The many or the more people are willing to work as software engineers. Okay, so supply increases. Supply of software engineers increase. Assume it's 1,200. What does it mean? 1,200 people are willing to work as software engineers for 300,000 salary. But unfortunately, Lama, in the market, firms are willing to hire only 700. Are demand and supply equal, Kalana?
No.
No, right? So this is type of in equilibrium, right? Market is in disequilibrium. It's not equilibrium. You can see the labor supply is greater than labor demand. This is called unemployment, right? This is called unemployment because more people are applying for job, but unfortunately less vacancies available, right? This means more workers in the waiting list, right? They go for interviews, right? And apply job of software engineers, but unfortunately less vacancies are available, right? Especially India, Dubai, Qatar, right? It's type of overpopulation. Not they are people, they are national, different nationals, but especially Indians. I think 48% of Dubai population is Indians, right? So it's type of overpopulated. Qatar also same, right? India, then India with for state job, right? When government gazettes one state job, maybe postman or maybe electrician, okay, pumper in government organizations. Then put up one vacancy there, but the applicants, right? People who are willing to work, maybe 200,000, 300,000 applications there, right? 200, 300,000 people apply for that job. But unfortunately, there's one vacancy. Did you get that? It's called unemployment. More people are willing to work. 1,300 software engineers are willing to work at 300,000 salary, but demand is very low. This is called unemployment, right? People are willing to work, but there's no opportunity. Are you okay with this? This is called unemployment. Unemployment, right? So remember, if this minimum wage or floor price is applied for labor market, finally the labor market will end up with an unemployment. Remember, here excess supply of goods, here unemployment. Remember, Lamai, unemployment is a serious, right? More serious problem than excess supply of goods. This is okay, Buddha, right? We can avoid this problem, and also it's not the big problem, right? But unemployment is a serious social issue. Okay, can you write this down? This is called unemployment. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Look at this second point. I think you can see this. Yes. Exceptional problem arise. Exceptional. It is serious. Exceptional problem arise due to excess supply in the service sector instead of goods market. Right? Example, problem of unemployment. Problem of unemployment. Putta, let me know once you're done.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. Right, then this is okay, second point. No issue with second point. Third one, Putta. Can you see the board? Yes. Uh, guaranteed price is only treated as nominal price. Guaranteed price is only treated as nominal price, and sellers offer discounts to buyers and supply goods and services to escape from the law. Especially this airline market, aviation. What does it mean, Pudha? Huh? This is very common in airline industry, right? Aviation. industry. It happens, example, there is a, we can say it's not trade union or government. By joining these all, right, I mean, by joining these all trade, aviation companies like Sri Lankan Airline, Qatar Airways, Indians one, right, and Emirates, they have formed or created a separate organization, right? It's not the government body, but there's a separate, very powerful organization. Are you okay with that? Then sometimes Puta, they impose or set a legal price. Then Puta, assume if this organization has set 50,000 rupee minimum price on the airfare, example, from Sri Lanka to, let's say, Japan. Okay, every airline company has to follow that price. Are you okay with that? Every airline company has to follow this. Uh, that's a law, international law. But no, there's no government body, as I told you. This is the common practice, right? Based on other by, right, this organization sets a legal price, minimum price, right, on this tickets, right, prices of tickets, right. Then Puta, some airline industries, what they do is they give some discounts, right. Example, assume now 50,000, right, minimum price of one ticket, right, from Japan to Sri Lanka to Japan, assume price is 50,000. Then assume Puta, you want to get a ticket, then you call to one agency, ticket agency, and ask, hello sir, good morning, can I have a ticket to Japan? Then Puta, how much the price is? Then they will say, okay sir, this is the price, 50,000. But sir, that if you if you're willing to carry 25 kilos, right, if you're willing to know that the normal the allowed limit is 30 kilos, right, your luggage, right, you can carry 30 kilo luggage normally. Then Buddha, they will say, sir, if you are willing to carry, or if you're carrying a 25 kilos luggage, uh, you will be given a discount of 5,000. You will be given, give me 1 minute, right, you will be given a discount. Are you okay with that? Then Buddha, again they will say, sir, if you don't want food or beverage from our company or from our airline when traveling from Sri Lanka to Japan, again you will be given 5,000 discount. How much the selling price or normal legal price, Kalana? How much the price I told you? This is the legal price. Legal price set by this International Aviation Department or
Excuse me, sir, you have been muted.
right. Uda, couldn't you hear what I was talking? That airline.
So were you explaining it on the shared screen?
All right, okay.
No, I couldn't hear that.
That aviation industry, that story.
No, sir, I couldn't
Oh
hear
my
it.
God. Right, okay, listen carefully. Right, this is the story. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Do you know that airline aviation industries, aviation, airlines,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sri Lankan Airline, Qatar Airways, okay, Puta, they have this, by joining this all airline companies, Puta, they have created a common association. Are you okay with that? Common association. It's not the government body, but a very powerful association of aviation companies. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then these organizations, Buddha, sometimes they set some legal prices, right? They say, okay, all airline companies have to charge 50,000 minimum for the ticket, let's say from Sri Lanka to Japan. Okay, every airline company has to charge how much? 50,000 from Sri Lanka to Japan. Ticket price should be 50,000. This is the minimum price. It means no one can charge less than 50,000. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
Okay, this airline, that common association of airline companies has decided this price. This is not the government body, as I told you at the beginning, 50,000. Right? Then every airline company has to charge 50,000. Right? For, ticket when a person traveling from Sri Lanka to Japan. That's the story. Then Buddha, assume you want to get a ticket, you want to migrate to Japan. Then Buddha, you call to assume one of the traveling agencies. Then ask, sir, I want to get a ticket from Sri Lanka to Japan. How much the cost? Right? How much is the cost? Then how much would they say? How much the price now? Legally, how much the price they have to charge?
50,000.
50,000. This is a legal price. They can't charge less than 50,000. That's a legal price. But Puta, that airline, assume Sri Lankan airline, that travel agency, they will say, Kalana, yes, normal price is 50,000. But if you're willing to carry 25 kilos of luggage, right, 25 kilos of bag, you will be given a discount, 5,000. You will be given a discount of 5,000. Normally, you know that 30 kilos of bag is allowed to carry, right? Then here, but if you don't have small large luggage, right? I mean, if you assume if you are willing to carry 35 kilos of bag, then you will be given a discount, 5,000. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
Okay, 5,000 discount, right? Then Buddha, then they will say, Kalana, if you don't want any food from our airline company in the time of traveling, you will be given another discount of 5,000. Are you okay with that? 5,000. It means if you don't need any beverage or food or something from our airline, that when traveling, you will be given another discount, 5,000. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
Then Buddha, then sometime they will say, if you want, if you like to stand and travel, you will be given another 5,000. No. So can you say that based on different areas, Buddha, different the points, they try to give some discounts to customers. Then assume Buddha, the 5,000 for that 25 luggage, 5,000 for not using food and beverage of airline when traveling. Okay, the Buddha. It's mean if you agree with this condition, you won't be given any food, right, when traveling. Are you okay with that? Anyway, if you agree with that, you can have 5,000 discount. And here another 5,000 discount. Then how much the price you should pay for this airline company?
40,000.
40,000, right? For the ticket, Puta, you can buy this ticket for 40,000 rupees, right? Legally, Puta, nominal price. So if someone asks Puta, how much you charge? 50,000. This is the ticket price. Discount is something else. Are you okay with that? Now, but they are selling their ticket at 40,000 rupees. My next question, is it fair or unfair for other airline companies or airline businesses that are charging 50,000 rupees? Is it fair or unfair?
It's unfair.
It's unfair. I mean, from market point of view, it's totally unfair. This is called unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices. Right? Right? This is totally unfair. Right? Read third point again. Third point. Guaranteed price. Guaranteed price only treated as nominal price. 50,000. And sellers offer discounts to buyers and supply goods and services to escape from the law. Special airline air ticket. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
Right? But remember that their legal punishment may not be there because this is not the government body. But it's we can say it's not ethical. Right? It's not good trade practice. It's totally unfair trade practices for other firms in the industry. Charging the firms charging the very legal, right? Legal price 50,000 without giving discount. Then they may face with some difficulties, right? That is called nominal price. What is third one? Within bracket, write down for that. This is called unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practice. Unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices. Uda, can you hear the noise coming from my background?
No, sir.
If it is no, it's okay. Right? Next one, minimum price keeps higher prices in the market artificially, because minimum price or floor price mean they create higher price artificially. Government creates high price artificially. Then Buddha, investment and resources are floated, creating excessive investment in the protected sector, right? Then assume Buddha, if government let's say government has given a floor price to paddy farmers, right? Paddy farmers. Then Buddha, tell me, do paddy farmers get excited, or they encourage or discourage after the floor price?
They get discouraged.
Farmers, I mean sellers,
They get excited.
encourage, because higher price.
Encourage.
But this is not the natural price. It is artificially created price, right? Then Buddha, when other investors see this price given by the government to paddy farmers, Buddha, they get excited, right? Then they try to shift their investment from other segments to paddy industry, expecting more profit. Maybe vegetable farmers, maybe what else? Fruit, right? Farmers producing mango and other crops, right? Then they will be shifting or mobilizing, that is the word, mobilizing resources from their industries to paddy industry, where the government has set a legal price, legal minimum price. Are you okay with that? This is called excessive investment, right? Then the industries where government sets legal prices, will receive so many investments, right, from other industries which are not much profitable. Are you okay with this?
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is called allocative efficiency. Someone could say, sir, no problem, right? More investments will be flowing to the industry where government has set legal price. It's good. Production will increase, right? GDP will increase. No any doubt with that. But problem is, Buddha, in economics we discuss resources are limited, right? Sometimes this resources, might be coming from essential, essentially economically important segments, maybe education and healthcare, right? If education and healthcare businesses are not profitable, Buddha, right? Those who have invested in education and healthcare might remove or mobilize resources from this education and healthcare industry to maybe paddy or agricultural products or agricultural industries where government has set a legal minimum prices. It is not good. Then Putha, more resources will be moving from education or healthcare sectors to uh, this paddy or the industries where government has set legal prices. Are you okay with that? That is not good. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No. These are the, remember, these are the economic inefficiencies, or we can say economic consequences of minimum price. Economic consequences of minimum price. Any doubt? We have discussed economic inefficiencies of maximum price as well. Okay, these are the black market and all. These are the economic inefficiencies or adverse effects of a floor price, right? Remember this point also, Buddha. You can be given a theory question, right? I think floor price is completely done. It was very comprehensive discussion, calculation, theoretical points, everything perfect. Any doubt? No.
No, sir.
Right. Deepna. Good morning, Putha. Can you hear me?
sir.
What happened to you? Power cuts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Right. Let's move into the next part. Putha, this is a very important part. This is the last part of this lesson. Kalana, have you completed this welfare effects of a floor price? This table, welfare effect of floor price? I think yes, we did.
No, sir.
No, we have to complete that one also. Right. Write down this table, but otherwise it won't be complete note. Right. But let's get it done within 10 minutes. Okay. I thought completed that. Okay, right. Page number 56, welfare effect of a floor price. Welfare effect of floor price. Right. Draw this right. Okay, Lamai. Page number 56, Dipna. You can watch recordings for other the part that we have just completed. Are you okay with that? Lamai, can you give me 2 minutes? I need to fill this my markets. Can you hear me, Lamai? Kalana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes. I'll come. So right, Lamai, can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that draw the diagram. Hurry up. Welfare effects of floor price. Price, quantity. This is demand curve, supply curve, equilibrium price and quantity lamai, P1, Q1. Then government imposes a minimum price or floor price above the equilibrium price. P2, or we can say floor price. Floor price. Then after the floor price, we know that quantity supply increases while quantity demand is falling, right? Q naught, this is excess supply. This is excess supply. And put these letters lamai A, B, C, D, E, F. No need F. A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E. Right, then kita complete the table. Item sorry, before minimum price, after the minimum price, and change. Yeah, this is simple. My first one, consumer surplus, producer surplus, and total surplus. Total. Right. Okay, my first one. Kalana, consumer surplus. What are the letters, Puta? What are the letters showing consumer surplus? Yes. Before the maximum price, sorry, minimum price.
ABD.
ABD. Dipna, okay? Are you okay with this consumer surplus? ABD. Dipna, tell me with the producer surplus before the minimum price.
C and E.
C and D. Very good. C and E. Total surplus mean both consumer and producer. It's mean the A, B, C, D, and E. Right? 5 letters. Right. Then consumer surplus after the minimum price. Kalana. Consumer surplus after the minimum price. Maximum demand price minus actual price paid by consumer multiplied by actual quantity. Right? Which is purchased by consumer. What is the area, Buddha?
A.
A. Only A. Very good. Only A. Dipna, producer surplus after the minimum price. This is the actual price received by producer minus minimum supply price. This distance multiplied by actual quantity which is sold in the market after the minimum price. Q naught is the actual quantity sold in the market. So Putta, this distance multiplied by this distance is not triangle, it should be trapezium. Dipna, what are the letters, Putta?
B and C.
B and C. B and C. Total surplus mean economic surplus. Economic surplus, what are the letters, Lamai? A, B, C. A, B, C. Then you can see the producer total surplus has decreased due to the minimum of low price. You can complete this change column as well. Kalana, consumer surplus ABD consumer surplus after the minimum price A. Uda, what happened to consumer surplus after the minimum price? Has it increased or decreased?
Decreased.
Decreased by what are the letters?
B and D.
B and D. Then Buddha, we can clearly see that consumer surplus has decreased due to the floor price, because consumer has to pay a higher price after the floor price, and also quantity get decreased, right? So that's why consumer surplus reduces. Dipna, tell me, what about producer surplus? Producer surplus. Producer surplus. Before the minimum price, C and E. Now, Buddha, you can see E, right? E is not a part of producer surplus any longer, right? So, producers have lost E, and but Lamai, they have gained another part, another letter. What is the letter? B, right? B was the part of consumer surplus before the minimum price. Now consumers have acquired this letter B. So when you compare producer surplus before and after, you can see the producers have lost letter E while gaining letter B. Okay, the line. Then net impact depends on the size of the B. Example, if area of B is greater than area of E, then for the consumer, sorry, producers will get some benefits. Consumer surplus, I mean, numerical value will increase. That depends on the size of letter E and B, right? Kalana, total surplus, what happened?
Decreases.
Decreases by what are the letters?
D and E.
D and E, lost. So that this is called dead weight loss. Dead weight loss or loss in social welfare loss. Social welfare loss. Right? D and E. We have done calculations for that. D and E are called dead weight loss or social welfare loss after the minimum price. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Dipna?
No, sir.
No. Then Buddha, put a star mark and write down below the table. Below the table, write down give me 1 minute. Yeah, overall you can say put a star mark and write down floor price, floor price, floor price, floor price creates an excess supply, creates an excess supply, causing inefficiencies, inefficiencies, causing inefficiencies in the market, in the market. Okay, the Buddha. That inefficiency is shown by the triangle of dead weight loss. Triangle of dead weight loss. Then for the final conclusion, overall conclusion on minimum price is that minimum price or floor price creates so many inefficiencies in the market, right? It does not create much benefits to consumers and producers. Consumers anyway, Buddha, they get discouraged, and also consumers surplus falls, but producer surplus might increase. It depends on the the size of these letters, right? letter E and B, right? Are you okay with this?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Dipna?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Then Buddha lesson, this lesson is perfect. Nothing to explain more. Right. Then Buddha price supporting policy or guaranteed price. Price supporting or guaranteed. Listen very carefully. Right. Guaranteed price or supporting price. Lamai, Kalana, tell me what is the main purpose of imposing a minimum price by the government? Why does government want to set a minimum price, low price in the market? What is the main purpose?
To provide a higher revenue for the producer.
Producers, then yes. Then finally, Buddha, the government wants to protect producers, right? No? Government wants to protect producers by, yes, uh, you know, giving a sufficient income to them. Then my next question. Now we have done a comprehensive discussion on minimum price or low price. Now you know. So based on your knowledge, what you have learned, tell me, have producers been protected after the minimum price? Or has government achieved what government wanted? Yes, Buddha. Minimum price, yes. Low price. Government wanted to protect producers, yes, of course. In this case, right? In this case, Buddha, this is a minimum low price. Government wants to provide a higher price for producers. But after the minimum price, Lama, you can see excess supply created, and also, you know, even though producers are willing to supply Q2 quantity, consumers are willing to buy Q0, right? Making so many inefficiencies in the market, Lama, right? Producers are willing to bring Q2 quantity into the market, but demand is Q. Yeah, they are receiving a higher price, Lama, no issue, P2. But actually, Buddha, they can't sell Q2 quantity. Are you okay with that? Right? But before the minimum price of low price, Buddha, producers sell Q1 quantity. But now that quantity has decreased to Q0. Are you okay with this? Then Buddha, I can say producers, they don't get much benefits, Lama, as government expected. Are you okay with this? Right? So what I need to say, floor price or minimum price does not create much benefits to producers. Right? In any case, Lama, just imagine producers are willing to supply Q2 quantity, but demand is Q0. Then you can see with the QS is greater than Q0. Right? In any case, remember, if producers actually produce Q0 quantity, what will happen? But in calculation, Buddha, we assume that producers supply, right? Producers are willing to supply, or producers actually bring only Q0 to the Q0 quantity to the market, because there is a demand for Q0 quantity, even though they are willing to, even though producers are willing to supply Q0, sorry, Q2. Okay, the Lamai. So what I need to say finally, assume Q2 quantity lamai, Q2 quantity is 1000 units. What does it mean? Producers are willing to supply Q2 quantity at P2 price. P2 price. Because they get excited and willing to supply more. Okay, the lamai. Here quantity assume 1000 units. 1000 units. Okay, the lamai. But you can see demand is lower than supply. We can say that demand is 600 units, right? It's mean out of 1000 units lamai, consumers are willing to buy only 600 units at floor price, P2 price. Okay, the lamai. For this 600 units kalana, okay, producers get sufficient income. But what about other 400 units kalana? If they produce 400 units, if they actually bring 400 units to the market, what will happen? But in the calculation, we assume that these 400 units are not coming to the market, right? Producers will supply only the quantity or the 600 units which is demanded by consumers. That is another story. In calculation, for our calculation purpose, we did it. But I'm asking practically, actually, if producers supply or if producers produce 1000 units due to morale, motivation, what will happen to producers calendar after the minimum price?
Some of the units will get wasted.
Yeah, some resources get wasted. Yes, it's mean Buddha, this 400 units cannot be sold. There is a no demand for 400 units. But remember, to produce these 400 units, they have to incur a cost. At least variable cost of production need to be covered. But unfortunately, these 400 units that producers have already produced by wasting resources, by wasting money, cannot be sold in the market. That's a big problem. Are you okay with this? 600 units can be sold for 12 rupees. No, P2 price, no issue. They are very happy. But who is responsible for these 400 units? They are not able to sell these 400 units in the market. But the very important point is, Lamai, they might have incurred a huge cost in producing these 400 units. But unfortunately, the government is not responsible, right? Because government has just set a price and gone away from the market. Now producers are alone the market, Lamai, right? They have brought 1000 units to the market, but unfortunately in the market only there is a demand for 600 units, right? Then other 400 units cannot be sold. Then there's no price for these 400 units. Then these 400 units, definitely they will be destroyed. 400 units. Example, if it is vegetables, just imagine this is vegetable, carrot or something. In Sri Lanka, we can't store them for long period of time. We don't have the facilities. Then for that, definitely, if there is no price, these 400 units will be wasted or destroyed by sellers if there's no price. Then Buddha, what is the main purpose of imposing minimum price? To protect suppliers, to protect producers, right? To give some benefits to producers. But now you can see Buddha, producers have no any benefit. Okay, the lama. It's mean producers have gone from bad to worse, right? I think this P1 price is somewhat okay, right? The P1 price, the original equilibrium price is somewhat okay. It's better than this minimum price now. If you clearly analyze this story, are you okay with this? This is a big problem, Lamai. Then what I need to say, Buddha, the minimum price has not been able to achieve what government wanted to achieve, right? Government wanted to protect producers, right? Government wanted to ensure a sufficient income for producers, but unfortunately, my minimum price, minimum price is not strong enough to do that, right? Minimum price has failed to deliver what government wanted. Then Buddha, plus point is, remember, you have to understand the minimum price or floor price is not much effective, especially Buddha. It push producers from bad to worse. Are you okay with this, Dipna and Kalana?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Kalana Harida.
Okay, sir.
Right. එකන වට තේරෙන් ඕන මිනිමම් ප්‍රයිස් එක එච්චර හරියන්න ගවන්මන්ට් එකට ඕනි ප්‍රඩියසස්ලට ඉන්කම් එකක් දෙන්න ජෙනරේට් කරන්න බට එක එම වෙන්න ලියද ළමයි. Okay, if I ask a question, why does government, no, why cannot government achieve what government wanted? Kalana, why producers are not getting sufficient income from this floor price? What is the actual problem behind this story? In other words, why the floor price has failed? Why floor price has failed to deliver what government wants? Yes, Dipna, Alana. Then you said Pudha, minimum price is not effective, right? Producers have not been protected by the minimum price. I'm asking why. What is the main problem behind, or what is the main problem which restricts we can say the results of minimum price? Kalana, yes, you can. Now you know the main problem in behind the minimum price, floor price. Then we can say government has failed. Yes, minimum price has failed to deliver what government wants. I'm asking why. What is the main reason behind this? What is the main reason? What is the main cause which restricts the expected objectives, Lama? Achieving expected objectives. I want you to answer. I don't care your answers, whether you're correct or wrong. No, you can, Kalana. Yes. What is the main problem behind this?
It is too expensive for the government to impose floor price.
Does government have a cost? You can say government, this process is too expensive, but government hasn't incurred any cost, right? Government has come to the market and has just set a minimum price has gone. Does government have any cost?
No.
No, then it's no, I can't say expensive. If government has a cost, we can say it's expensive. Here government don't have any cost. Government don't have any cost. Then what is the problem, Deepna? Then when you analyze this graph, Putha, you can clearly see that the minimum price has not been able to deliver what government expected, right? In other words, Putha, producers have not been protected, right? Government expected minimum price to protect producers, Balamai. But unfortunately, it hasn't happened. right? My question is, what is the main problem behind this? What is the main cause which restricts the success of this minimum price?
Producers or consumers are not willing to deal with these prices.
Not willing to deal with this price. Okay, you're closer. Yes. Yeah, you are spot on, Lamai. Go ahead. You can come to the point. You can come to the point what I want.
There is no any guarantee to achieve these price levels.
Price levels. Okay. Buddha, look at this. Look at my example. After the minimum price, how many units are coming to the market, Kalana?
1,000 units.
1,000 units, Lamai. But producers can sell only 600 units, Lamai. Right? Then 600 units can be sold for, P2 price at P2 price each. Then problem is with 400 units, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
That is called excess supply, right? 400 is excess supply. Remember, Buddha, the main problem behind this minimum price or floor price is excess supply, Lama. Excess supply, the excess supply limits or restricts the success of this minimum price. Okay, the ළමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ government එකට මෙයාට ඕනි එක achieve කරන්න බැරි ඇයි ළමයි? මොකද්ද reason එක? Right? Consumers are willing to buy less, but producers are willing to supply more, creating an excess supply. This excess supply creates so many problems ළමයි. ඒකනේ අවුල. Dead weight loss එක, social welfare loss මේ හැම එකක්ම එන්නේ ඇයි ළමයි? Due to this excess supply. Right? Then remember ළමයි, minimum price fails to deliver what government wants due to this excess supply after the floor price. Are you okay with that, Dipna?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then what is the main problem? Okay, this is a turning point, right? This is a turning point. I want to bring you from floor price to supporting price. Now we are in the turning point, Lama. Okay, you're going to turn, right? Shift from minimum price to supporting price. They are totally different, Lama. Are you okay with this?
Okay, sir.
And I'll repeat. Floor price, floor price is not successful, Lama. Yes, of course, right? Floor price is not effective at all. It creates so many inefficiencies. But the main problem of minimum price is creating this excess supply, Lama, right? The minimum floor price is not effective due to this excess supply. Excess supply. Due to this excess supply. Then Buddha, remember, listen very carefully, right? If then you know that you have already learned price floor is totally ineffective. It's not effective. It's not productive. It creates so many inefficiencies, right? Government also knows this point. Listen this point very carefully. Buddha, if government wants to make floor price meaningful, this is totally meaningless, Lama, right? Soon after government sets a minimum price, Lamai, excess supply arises, right? Creating so many inefficiencies. So Lamai, the floor price is not good. So my point is, if government wants to make floor price meaningful, government has to manage this excess supply arise after the minimum, right? If can government remove this excess supply, or if government comes with a strategy to eliminate this excess supply from the market, floor price would be so effective. Because the main problem behind this floor price is excess supply. If government can remove this excess supply, or if government can come up with a solution, government can come up with a strong strategy to eliminate or manage excess supply after the floor price, this floor price will be more successful and effective. Are you okay with this? If not, Kalana.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then Buddha, if government wants to make floor price meaningful, government has to eliminate or manage excess supply. Are you okay with this? Buddha, to manage this excess supply, practically, governments in the world, governments of countries around the world use two techniques. Remember, to manage excess supply arise after the minimum price, government around the world use mainly two techniques. Number one, purchasing excess supply. Or this is called intervention buying, or purchasing excess supply, or what is other word? Intervention buying. Buying excess supply. What is the first one? Buying excess supply. Excess supply at the same price that government has set. Okay, this is called guaranteed price, PG, guaranteed price. Second one is for that deficiency payment system. Everything will be explained, no need to worry. Deficiency payment scheme, payment system, deficiency payment system. Are you okay with this? What are these two strategies, Lamai? Buddha, this is called intervention buying as well. Intervention buying. Intervention buying. Intervention buying. Listen very carefully. Intervention buying. Right? To manage excess supply, government can have two options. Buddha. Government can introduce two options. Number one, buying excess supply at the same price that government has set. Other one is deficiency payment system. So that one of them, not both of them cannot be implemented at same time. Government have to use either trust method or intervention buying or deficiency payment. One of them, not both of them at same time. No, no, no. In Sri Lanka, Lamai, the first one has been very common, right? It has been in practice. Second one in Sri Lanka, Lamai, it's not much practical. I don't know. This is the good method. This is better system than this one. But the Sri Lankan people, they are reluctant to do the better thing, right? But anyway, we have the governments, especially Sri Lankan governments, on paddy market, Lamai, right? They have been practicing this intervention by purchasing excess supply, right? So what are these two methods, Lamai? These are the methods of removing or managing excess supply arise after the minimum. Remember, Lamai, if government sets a floor price and comes up with one of the strategies, right? One of the strategies to manage the excess supply, eliminate the excess supply. That policy is called supporting price policy. supporting price. Supporting price. So the floor price and supporting price are totally different, right? Floor price එකේ කරන්නේ ළමයි government එක minimum price එකක් impose set කරනවා විතරයි ළමයි. ඊට පස්සේ ආ පැත්ත පළාතේවත් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. clearද ළමයි? ඊට පස්සේ excess supply එකක් ඇවිල්ලා මම කියන එක තේරෙනවද? producers ලට අර හිටපු විදිය හොඳයි කියලා හිතනවා ළමයි. normal market equilibrium එක හොඳයි කියලා හිතනවා. හරිද? මේක ඇත්තටම inefficient නේ. ඒක තමයි floor price. දැන් ගවර්න්මන්ට් එක දන්නවා මේ ෆ්ලෝ ප්‍රයිස් එක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. මම මේ මිනිමම් ප්‍රයිස් එකක් සෙට් කරා කියලා මේක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. මේ ප්‍රොඩියුසර්ස්ලට ඉන්කම් එකක් එන්නේ නැහැ. යාලා තවත් අවුල් යනවා. ක්ලියර්ද? එහෙනම් මේක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ෆ්ලෝ ප්‍රයිස් එක හරියන වැඩක් නෙමෙයි. ඒ හින්දා ගවර්න්මන්ට් එක කරන්න ඕනේ ළමයි ෆ්ලෝ ප්‍රයිස් එකක් හරි ඩිසයිඩ් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක අවුලක් නැහැ. above the equilibrium price. හැබැයි ගෙදර ගිහිල්ලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි. Right? Government cannot run away from the market. Government has another job. This is called inevitable, unavoidable role. What the role? If government wants to make this price floor price meaningful, government has an unavoidable role. What is a role? My government has to eliminate this excess supply arise after the minimum price. Okay, the lamai. Then if government imposes a minimum price plus if government introduces a system mechanism to eliminate this excess supply, both of them, that policy is called supporting price. Remember, supporting price policy is 100% better than floor price. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
Okay, the lamai. Hari?
Okay, sir.
Okay. එතකොට floor price සමහරලාට වඩ questions දෙනවා ළමයි questions regarding floor price. Sometimes lamai students are given questions regarding supporting price. Or this is called guaranteed price as well. Totally different lamai. Floor price, in the floor price, the government just sets a floor price and runs away from the market. That's it. But it's totally ineffective. If government wants to make floor price meaningful, government has to introduce a system, strategy or method to eliminate or eliminate or remove this excess supply arise after the price. There are two methods in the world. Number one, purchasing excess supply at guaranteed price. Other one, deficiency. If government introduces either purchasing buying excess supply at guaranteed price or deficiency payment, that system is called, that method is called, that policy is not called floor price. It is called supporting price or guarantee. Any doubt? Lamai, any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Kalana?
No, sir.
Right. Okay, Lamai. Can you write down this if you want? This is a difference between floor price and supporting price. Right. Yeah, take a sticky note or, you can use that the last part of the page number 57. There's a space. හරි. එතකොට තේරෙනවා මේ floor price එක වැඩක් නැහැ. floor price එක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. තේරෙද? ඒක අපි කතා. ඒ කියන්නේ floor price එකක් government එක set කරනවා කියන්නේ කිසි තේරුමක් නැහැ ළම. අර නිකන් අර කරන්න ඕන හින්දා government එක කරනවා වගේ වැඩ. තේරෙද? මාර ineffective. හරිද? ඉතින් මේක නේද? තේරුමක් නැහැ. ඉතින් option හොඳම එක තමයි supporting price. ඒකයි මම කිව්වේ. supporting price is 100% better than floor price. But in the supporting price, government has a cost. That is another story. From entire economic point of view, it won't be effective. But anyway, under the supporting price, producers can be protected. From economic point of view, supporting price also not good. Let me know once you are done. Two methods are lamai purchasing excess supply at guaranteed price and deficiency payment system. Purchasing excess supply and deficiency payment. One of them, not both of them same time. No, one of them. ලංකාවේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට යන්නේ ළමයි අර buying excess supply or inter deficiency payment system එක ළමයි ලංකාවේ මම දැකලා නැහැ. Let me know once you are done. So that don't use that space below the supporting price, that dotted line. I want that dotted line to give a proper definition for supporting price. I want you to write this part in a separate place, or even on a sticky note or on a last part of page number 57.
Done, sir.
Lipna?
Done.
Okay, right. Right, then put a star marker, write down supporting price or guaranteed price, write down. If government wants to make, if the government wants to make what? Wants to make price flow or floor price, price flow meaningful. Meaningful. Government has to eliminate excess supply from the market or excess supply arise after the low price. Are you okay with this, Alana?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then next point says two alternative approaches are used under the price supporting price policy. First one, write down lamai. Intervention buying. First one is intervention buying. This is called purchasing excess supply. Purchasing excess supply at guaranteed price. That is called PG lamai, guaranteed price. PG, guaranteed price. Next one deficiency payment system. Deficiency payment system. Deficiency payment system. Intervention buying and deficiency. Let me know once you're done. One of them are not the both of them at same time. It is impossible. Government has to decide either intervention buy-in or deficiency payment. Okay, the lamai. Then Buddha, we have to discuss one by one. This method is simple lamai. These are not much difficult. Intervention buy-in Buddha, that excess supply arise after the guaranteed price is purchased by the government at guaranteed price. Simple. Then government has to spend money. Government has a cost. Deficiency payment is a bit different one. Under the deficiency system, the government is not going to buy any single unit, right? Right. I'll explain that point later on. Okay, that's enough today. Buddha, on the Monday class, Buddha, I'll be continuing this same lesson. I'm not going to do any paper because I want to complete this lesson as soon as possible, right? So please come to the Monday class. I'll be completing government purchasing that excess supply. Then next Sunday, efficiency payment system. Within, I think, before this month, Buddha, we can complete the lesson. I want to move into number 4, cost of production, right? And also, Buddha, remember that complete the, I think, last Wednesday class, I gave you 2 questions, paper in which 2 questions were there. I completed only 1. Am I correct, Lama? I ask you to complete second one. Please do second question, Buddha. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Dipno, 2 papers, second paper, second question in the paper, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Lama, that's enough today. Dipna, please watch the recordings because you missed the first part, the class. Right. Okay, that's enough today. See you next day, next Wednesday. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Recording.